Welcome everybody, welcome. It is the 6th of January 2025. For new members to this space, hi, I'm Jen, I'm your host. I am a qualified coach, NLP practitioner and priestess of Goddess Isis, as well as a TEDx speaker. I'm very passionate about feelings and emotions and nature. Some of which work together. But today, so welcome, and please do say hello as you join, and if you're on replay, please do a hashtag replay. Today, I'm going to do an extended session on energy kind of themes and insights for this year. And I've just found the post-it note, the little scribbly crumpled post-it note of when I did this time last year, and I thought I'd share them with you actually as a just a really interesting reflection on the kind of last year, and maybe you can take some learnings or observations or new awareness or something from that. Okay, so desktop not showing your live comments, so let me just turn the volume down so I can have my phone here and see your comments. So Sharon is watching, Denise is watching. Hello lovely ladies, hello. Okay, so let me do a little reflective piece on the energy insights and themes that I tapped into and shared this time last year. So this is 2024. So last year, darling, so last year. Doing things differently was a theme. Doing things differently. So I'm not going to go into all the detail of the meanings behind these insights because we're looking forward, but I just wanted to share it as a point of reflection, really. So doing things differently, peace in chaos, maintaining peace in chaos. I certainly embodied that. Releasing control and trusting. I've just got trust here in big capital letters. Releasing control, letting go, and trusting. Safety in your body and feeling safer on earth at this time. Leadership was a big theme, and we've certainly experienced that, haven't we? You know, on a global scale and on a local scale and an individual scale as well. Strong enough. This was another really strong theme. And strong enough was recognizing that you are strong enough because you're not on your own as much as anything else. Being more present, learning to be present and in the now. So less chasing and more being here, being now, being present, rather than chasing what's over there. And huge heart awakenings. I certainly experienced that myself. And I felt that more so on a global level as well. The other thing that came through really strongly, and maybe it came under one of those themes that I shared last year, but it's not written down there, for me was this shift in perspective from this or that to this and that. So, multiple truths being available at once. So not just one solution or one answer or one perspective or one truth, but multiples. So that was last year. Really interesting. If I just find it interesting to reflect, going, oh yeah, I can kind of see how that showed up in, my year, as it were. And maybe you can then take a bit of a dive on any learnings or insights or new awareness that you can now take with you into this year. So 2025 themes that I've kind of been ruminating on and feeling into for the last kind of couple of weeks, really. And then downloaded this morning from my spiritual practice and meditation this morning. So 2025 themes, there are 6. Have you got your pen and paper at the ready? So 2025, the first one that came through for me, and I'm just going to share it, how it came through. The first one that came through for me is true feminine leadership. True feminine leadership. So maybe take a moment to think about what that means for you on an individual scale, maybe in terms of your family, maybe in terms of your work, maybe in terms of how that fits in with you globally. So true feminine leadership. We've all known and experienced here, I hope, that the feminine energy has been rising and rising and rising, and we have been, as women, reclaiming what it is to be truly feminine. And when I speak in terms of the word true and truly and truth, I mean in terms of the divine feminine. So from source, the original feminine, if you like, from source. And so what this has been kind of coming up through for me, and it is a large part of what I'll be teaching in Renewal, the program, my new program for 2025, which starts in March. Please do book your clarity call with me for that. If you haven't already, it's free and there is no big sell on it. It literally is a call to get clarity on where you're at and where you are looking to renew. Is peaceful leadership. So, and what the peaceful leader, this is what came through for me when I was doing some very deep work in August last year through the Lionsgate portal. So the true feminine leadership, which can be embodied of course by women, men, and those people who identify as non-binary, that it is the feminine energy. It is about leading with heart. It is about leading with heart, with soul, with higher self, with intuition, the feminine powers and abilities, which are clearly, well, hopefully clearly in this space, available to anyone and everyone if they choose to tap into it. So the true feminine leadership, so a high vibrational, soul-led, heart-centered leadership that has been, I feel like it's been called upon from our ancestors, ourselves, and our future selves for decades, centuries even. But it really feels like in the last particular kind of 10 to 12 years, we've really, answered that call. We've been answering that call, which will is to do with another theme coming later on. So true feminine leadership, soul-centered, soul-led, heart-centered, working with intuition, with feeling, with inner knowing, with visioning. True feminine leadership. Wonderful. We can all celebrate that, I think. So how is that resonating with you? Theme number two, liberation. And I think liberation has been sitting with me for months, and I think that might be my word for the year. And of course it can be yours too. So liberation in every sense of the word. So a great freeing is what I perceive and tap into that is available to us this year. So freedom of thought, freedom of belief, freedom of speech, you know, being able to speak your truth, being able to show up with vulnerability without defense. So this kind of topic had, when I wrote it down, it said liberation / dropping defenses. So a liberation from perhaps feelings of fear and persecution and fear of, I don't know, you know, whatever, being, you know, humiliated or ridiculed or being made to feel small or what have you, whatever it might be. But freedom from those feelings so that you can show up as your true self, and yeah, speak your truth without defense, without needing, you know, your weapons in defense there. We were talking about it in priestess training at the weekend, actually, that, you know, having this courage, having strength, being brave doesn't mean standing, you know, Joan of Arc like, suit of armour, sword aloft and rah, ready for fight. The battle is done. It's neither won nor lost, it is done. So the fight is over. So with liberation comes the belief and the knowing of no longer needing to fight, no longer needing to show up to any kind of battle, because the battle is done, therefore it's not there, but to show up when, you know, particularly if we're talking about change or innovation or making a difference or, you know, talking about things that haven't really been talked about before, that previously we may have felt we've needed to show up with armor, you know, defensiveness to keep safe and protected. But what I sense now with liberation is the knowing that you are safe and protected and that you are not under attack, and that speaking your truth or, you know, choosing your path or whatever it might be, it is exactly that. It is it is your choice, and therefore when you do so, excuse me, you will liberate others, whether that's your intention or not, you know, just by being you. So liberation. So we've got true feminine leadership and liberation. I mean, hello. Feels like a good start, doesn't it? And they're powerful energies, you know, strong energies, but soft, strong but soft, powerful but soft. The third theme that I wrote down was P-plates. It kind of make me chuckle. But yeah, 2025 is, in numerology, is a 9 year. So if you're not familiar with numerology, you just add up the digits until you get to a single digit. So 2 + 2 + 5 brings you to 9. Oh, hey, Emma. Welcome, darling. So lovely to have you here. And thank you for joining us. So yeah, P-plates in a 9 year. So 9 is the ending of a cycle, which also means there is new beginning in this energy as well, right? Because we don't, if only, but we don't just go, right, end, new beginning. You know, it's, we live in flow, and it's far more fluid than that, isn't it? You know, as you well know, when you go through kind of any kind of up leveling or expansion, you don't just go from old you to new you. There's a bit of kind of, you know, toing and froing and backing and forth, because we're not linear. Nothing is linear anymore. You know, we think this or spiral, you know, and the expansion in that way. So P-plates. So if you've been, you know, experiencing whatever time period it is, whether it has been 9 years or 9 lifetimes or 9 months or 9 weeks, whatever it is, this year has the energy of 9, which is completion, end of a cycle, beginning of a new. And so the P plates therefore refers to what the feeling that I get and the sense that I get is kind of, putting everything that you've learned into practice. Like when you pass your driving test in the UK, you go from having learner plates to P plates. For you don't have to, it's a choice, but to kind of say, right, I'm new to this and I'm embodying it and I'm becoming unconsciously competent in the skills and abilities that I have and know and practice. So, even if it feels perhaps a bit scary or can be a bit overwhelming or super exciting, it is, you've got the P plates, you do know what you need to know, you have the wisdom, you have it already, you've got the skills, you've got the tools. Now it's about putting them into practice, and that moving away from, in that sense, any kind of self-doubt or imposter syndrome, and moving into an energy of ownership, owning your identity, who you truly are, and what you are here to co-create, design, serve, bring to fruition. So, true feminine leadership, liberation and dropping defenses, P plates, putting into practice. So theme number 4 is change. Theme number 4 is change. And I think the 3 prior themes are really fueling this and the foundation of this. As we well know, our only constant and guarantee in life is change. This too shall pass. Whether it's at the shit end of the scale or the, amazing end of the scale, this too shall pass. And what I sense, and this is very intrinsically linked to theme number 5, what I sense is big change or great change, like great impact of change, and that everything that you've learned, so your P plates and feeling liberated and free of thought and being soul-led and heart-centered, has been preparing you to journey through change with ease, with flow, with grace, with inner wisdom, with love and support, and feeling, held and celebrated as you journey through this change. So change is nothing new, right? It's nothing new. But now, as we move into 2025, you know how to deal with change, however it shows up. And this is something we'll be doing on a deep dive in renewal program. How do we work with change, especially the unexpected, and the big shocking stuff, because and that for me is what this whole journey is about. It isn't about stopping the shit from happening. It's about it's about knowing that when the shit happens, there is something miraculous and awesome involved to come as a result for you. So it's about learning to work with change and, ride the wave of it so that it works for you. So then, closely linked to theme number 4 is theme number 5, which is innovation. And when I got this energy come in, this tapping in of innovation, I questioned it. I was like, innovation in what specifically? And what I was shown and what I was given as a feeling is innovation in any aspect. So if we're working with this true feminine leadership, the liberation and the P plates, this is about, and change, this is about innovation, And what I kept getting was this feeling of, or a memory of, Atlantis. So, you know, perhaps it's new ideas, new thinking, yes, maybe new technologies, but it feels more magical than that. It doesn't feel scientific, it feels magical in terms of innovation. So, you know, where you've been kind of approaching, I get this kind of image of closed doors, where doors have been closed before, now they are open, or they're archways for you to walk through, should you choose to. But it's knowing, you know, I'm reminded of the Serenity Prayer, of course, of, you know, knowing what to accept, and knowing what you need the courage to change, but also, having the wisdom to know the difference, right? So if there have been doors that you've been banging on that they've not opened, maybe they'll just fall away altogether, and you recognise, oh, that's ridiculous. There's this open archway over here, which is way better. Or it could be that door you've been knocking on, just knowing it's the right door for you to knock on, just magically opens. So innovation in terms of belief, thoughts, thinking, how you can create. I get this kind of, you know, this magical energy more around manifesting and co-creation, which is awesome, really exciting. So innovation, spiritual innovation I've just been given. And then theme number six, this feels like a great healing energy, which the world is crying out for. Because the theme that I'll share with you in a sec, its outcome is peace through forgiveness. And so the theme that I was given, theme number 6 for the year, is owning your uniqueness and accepting that of others. So for many of us, one of the greatest mountains that we climb is the one of self-acceptance. Loving and accepting ourselves exactly as we are, knowing that we don't need to be fixed, we don't need to fundamentally change who we are, and that we are perfect as we are. You know, that journey of self-acceptance is ongoing, as I'm sure you well know. And it leads to great liberation for the self, doesn't it? But how often do we also find ourselves in judgment of others? Particularly when we've been through this great spiritual or heart awakening, or this great evolution of ourselves, and then we, perhaps observe those in our circle, whether that be family, friends, colleagues, what have you, clients, whatever. And we kind of start to come from a place of judgment, which is, of course, completely human. That is, why can't they see this? Why can't they just wake up? Why, if I can do this, why can't they? If I can see this, why can't they? Why can't they? And because, of course, it comes from this wonderful place of love. Because you want those people that you care about to be happy, and to feel the way that you feel, and that liberation, freedom, and love, and peace, and happiness that you feel. But of course, we have to let go. We have to let go of the responsibility for others' journeys, especially the ones that we love, which is challenging. Very challenging. So, but it is this then reflection of, if I've done the work and continue to do the work of accepting my unique self, then I must also accept the uniqueness of others, even those that I don't like, even those that I don't respect or agree with. So, you know, these are, you know, if we feel a bit mean doing this in some ways, but, you know, if we take politicians, right? Politicians, we're all good at kind of criticising and judging politicians for all sorts of different reasons. But if we come from the place of true feminine leadership that is soul-led, heart-centered, compassionate, and observing, then we can find acceptance. We can find acceptance in that higher self to higher self energy and perspective. So moving away from the human judgment perspective, you know, recognizing that as part of your own uniqueness, kind of, okay, this is my human self, my ego self, saying this, feeling this, thinking this. What can I learn from that? What can I observe from that? What can I now work on as a result of that observation with compassion, love and kindness for myself? And then, because it brings us into this place, this great place of acceptance, forgiveness and peace for others, acceptance of others. So, you know, for me, this is, you know, if I look at, you know, family members, if I am asking them to accept me for who I am, as I am, in my unique way, then I must also be accepting of them in exactly the same way. And I think, you know, if we then look at the ripple effect that can have the world over, imagine come the end of 2025, you know, this is a theme for the year available for us to tap into. It's not a directive, it's an invitation, of course. Imagine where we might be this time next year. Just imagine, but be in the present, be in the here and now. So the 6 themes for 2025: true feminine leadership, liberation and dropping defenses, key plates in a 9-year, the end of a cycle, change, magical and mystical change, innovation, and owning your uniqueness and accepting that of others. So those are the themes that I've tapped into for 2025. Now I'm going to give you your crystals for 2025 and do a reading for you. So we've got, which cards have we got? I've got the Angels and Ancestors cards for you today. I'm just going to wait for it to come up on screen so I can just check I'm showing the right. Yes, I am. So Angels and Ancestors, those are the cards that we're going to use today. Okay, so first crystal is, and I love this because I do have another rose quartz, but my master crystal was quite insistent about coming through. So rose quartz, my master crystal, the rose quartz, you know, and I love that it's the tower, you know. Hello, lovely Hazel. Welcome, darling. Welcome. So, yeah, that rose quartz, which is love, kindness and compassion. You know, it is absolutely. So, and I love that it's the tower. So it is kind of like, make this your anchor, your foundation, your place that you always come back to. And then we've got 3 quite special ones. Well, they're all special, aren't they? But so then we've got citrine as well. So citrine, the crystal of good fortune, wealth, abundance, attraction and protection. And then we've got this lovely, the one that I was given by Kyle Gray at when I did my certified angel guide training, is the heart-shaped amethyst. Beautiful amethyst. So the amethyst heart is, well, let me bring it a bit closer so you can see it better, is about, of course, it is, this really speaks to, I think, this liberation and dropping defenses theme. This is knowing that you are guided and protected through love. So as long as you're working from that center, that place, then, you know, and that tapping into the feminine, divine feminine intuition, you know, heart center, I think, yeah, beautiful. And then the fourth crystal is this golden tiger's eye. So the golden tiger's eye, so about being grounded, about earthing your dreams, your creations, your designs and desires, but with this energy of truth, highest truth, belief, wisdom, and that the kind of past and the fear and the old is left behind. So this, yeah, renewal. I just keep getting that word, renewal. This is a year of renewal. So again, there's a link in the comments, should be pinned, for you to book your free clarity call with me, to get clear on your path for 2025. And now let's do your cards. Let's do your cards. Okay. So it's just one card to focus on for this year, which is really interesting. Thought it was going to be, you know, I was like, whole year, I thought it'd be 3, but no, just one. And it's a powerful one. I love it. So yeah, this is, I think, yeah, just really summarizes, umbrellas beautifully what we've just been talking about. And it is the Magic Guardian. The Magic Guardian. Right? And the words on the card, unlock the magic within. Unlock the magic within. So liberate your inner magic. Okay, let me just read from the book. I especially love the golden wings on this card. Magic Guardian. Okay, stop looking outside of yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within, right? This is the true feminine leadership, owning that, knowing that, claiming it. You are the magic. You are the answer. You have it all within you. You are the magic. You have the answer. You are the answer. You have it all within you. If you've been searching for an answer or a reason to focus, recognize that all that you are looking for is already within you. You are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and will your desires into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it, which is what we were just talking about, right? So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you're being guided to recognize and own. So this, I see, this is the Magic Guardian is not outside of you. This is a reflection of you. This is who you truly are. With your wings and your magic, you are guarded, you are safe, you are guided, you are protected. You are, so look, so here she holds the cup to receive as well, right? This is about receiving as well as giving in balance. She is attuned to higher wisdom. She is connected and safe and protected and guarded with her golden wings. So what a perfect theme for this year that really talks to and umbrellas the 6 themes of 2025. I'm really excited about that for everybody. That's really cool. So let me know, you know, what's coming up for you, what resonates with you. Do you feel like you've got a word for 2025 for you yet? Doesn't matter if you haven't. And please know it can change as well. Oh, good, Hazel. I'm pleased it's perfect for you. Okay, so just 3 more things to mention before I love you and leave you. So the first question I want to put out to you guys. So last year, my intention had been to give 12 free trainings throughout the year, and due to everything that I was managing, I chose to, I don't know, I can't remember how many I did, 3, maybe 4, and I chose to just kind of let it go and focus on my health and well-being. So, but I'm ready to bring that back to you for this year. So I've got some ideas of what to do trainings on, and these will all happen like this on a Facebook Live in the group for free. So the first one will be this Saturday, and this is the 2025 Visioning Quest workshop that I will host for you. It's at 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon GMT, so hopefully if you're in North America you can make it in the morning, but of course it will be available on replay in the group as well, so you can catch up when it suits you. So that's going to be the first one, a 2025 Visioning Quest with Goddess Isis. Can't wait. So yeah, she dropped that in for me last week, and I'm really excited to bring that to you. So you don't need to sign up for it because it's just free and here in the group, but I will drop a link in the comments below if you know of a friend who would benefit from it and like to come along with you, or maybe you do it together in person and watch it together. So I'll do that in a second. So that's Saturday. So excited for this. So I'm going to take you with Goddess Isis. She's going to take you really through me on a visioning quest journey. It's a very powerful journey to connect with your themes and things to focus on for 2025. Expect visions and wisdom and downloads and awareness and a very uplifting energy for you. So, but for the rest of the year, what trainings would you like? What interests you? What would you like to find out more about? What would you like to experience more of, less of, whatever. And I know there's an element of you don't know what you don't know, but maybe there are, things that you've been thinking about. So let me know. You can either drop it in the comments or you can ping me a DM, whatever works for you. And last but not least, this evening, so excited, Suzanne Edwards is coming into Soul Sanctuary membership this evening on Zoom to give us a fabulous session on dreams and working with dreams to create your future and your reality. She's going to be on hand to give dream insights. So I know Justine posted about her dream this morning in the group, so she'll be bringing that in. So whatever, if you've got a dream you want to bring in tonight is the time to do that and get, expert insights and advice on working with that. So Suzanne this evening in Soul Sanctuary. So I will put a link for the drop-in session if you would like to join us this evening and you're not currently a member. Looking forward to it. So 2025, that's what I'm tapping into currently for the year ahead. It feels, what does it feel? It feels liberating. And a year of renewal. So, book Clarity Call if you want to have a chat about that. All right, my loves. So have a really good rest of your day. Have an amazing week. And I'm really looking forward to working with you a lot more this year and supporting you on your renewal journey and liberation through 2025. All right, my darlings, lots and lots of love, and I will see you again soon.